All right, let's see what this looks like. The question you asked was on chapter 13, section 3, question 8. All right, it's saying, what is the longest line segment that can be drawn in a right rectangular prism? Right rectangular prism, just like this. It's 13 centimeters long, 7 centimeters high, and 10 centimeters wide. All right, so what it's asking pretty much is the plate on the bottom, the plate in back, or the plate on top? Which one is the longest? So if you go from here to there, that's only 7 and 13 and 7. If you go on the bottom, it's 13 and 10. But what's this top plate? So here, the plate in back, it's 7 high by 13. The plate on the bottom is 10 and 13. And the last one, the one on top, is whatever this length is, that hypotenuse. So the first thing we have to do is figure out the length of this one. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we have the height is 7, width is 10, length is 13. So we have to look at the back plate, the bottom plate, and this top plate. The back plate is made up of this, the 7, and the length, which is 13. The one on the bottom, it's 10 centimeters by 13. And the last one up on top, it's this length, C, times 13. So clearly, the furthest distance will happen on this plate here. We just have to figure out what is C. So we use Pythagorean's theorem. We know we have to figure out this length here. So we know it's 7 squared plus 10 squared equals C squared, which is 7 squared is 49, 10 squared is 100. So it's add those together, it's 149, and square root both sides. I get the square root of 149. So that length is the square root of 149. So since they're all the same length on the bottom, this one's only 7, this one's 10. So this one can't be the longest. Square root, well, 10 squared, 10 times 10 is 100. 149 is bigger, so it can't be this one. So it's got to be this one. It's got to be this top plate. So since we know we got to use the Pythagorean theorem again, this length here, the hypotenuse, is square root of 149 squared. The base is 13. And we got to figure out the diagonal, hypotenuse. So the square root and square cancel, so it's 149. 13 times 13 is 169. C squared. 9 plus 9 is 18. 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. Square root both sides. C equals the square root of 318. That's the longest length possible. All right. I hope that helped.